watching this live stream of Southern Illinois High School football on the WFCN News Game of the Week. The action is brought to you by Swinford Media Group and all of our sponsors. Watermark Auto Group, John A. Logan College, Black Diamond Family of Businesses, Illinois Army National Guard, Anderson Boys Trash Service, The Roofing Guys, Banterra Bank, First Southern Bank, SIU Credit Union, Anderson's Furniture, State Bank of Whittington, City of Herrin, City of Sesser, Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, Herrin Unit 4 Schools, Johnston City Unit 1 Schools, Wit Wisdom, The Print Shop, Blush and Ivory Bridal Boutique,
Hello and welcome to the WFCN News Game of the Week. We are here in West Frankfort as we are about to see the Franklin County rivalry matchup between the Benton Rangers and the West Frankfort Redbirds, two teams that have shown some quality wins this season. I'm Aaron Price, lead reporter at WFCN News, joined alongside, once again, Garrett Smith, providing play-by-play this season. We welcome you to Johnston Field on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Garrett, we've already seen a lot of football last night, but it's good to see a great game today here in West Frankfort.
Oh, it's beautiful weather. You have to have a good Saturday afternoon ball game, and we've got one on tap here today between West Frankfort and Benton, two rivals that go way back. One of the biggest rivalries in Southern Illinois sports, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a beautiful day for football, and I'm ready for some good action on the field, Aaron.
Yes, a rivalry that goes back over 100 years, and I don't have the stats in front of me, Garrett, but these two teams have been at it for a long, long time, not just in football, too, but Franklin County bragging rights game, of course, and we are getting ready to see all of the action that both of these teams can produce today. The Benton Rangers, they are undefeated this season. They have yet to record a loss. The West Frankfort Redbirds were undefeated up until week 4, their last two games they lost most recently against DeCoin last week here at home, and what was a crazy game that came right down to the wire in overtime. We'll have a preview of this week's game coming up, but first let's go ahead and recap some of the other local scores that we saw from last night from across the region. Garrett, I got the chance to, I'm glad I picked it, the Marion game to go to last night. That turned out to be one of the most entertaining games in our area. They played Collinsville last night at home, and it was quite a game last night in Marion. Marion did end up winning that game, but they were behind through the first half of that game, first two quarters. But they eventually came back in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. Quality game, and they ended up winning that game last night. A crucial win for the Marion Wildcats during their homecoming game last night. Garrett, go ahead and go over some other local scores from across the region last night.
Yeah, we'll start with a couple of teams that have yet to have a blemish on their schedule as well, Aaron, and that's Johnston City and Carterville, and both took care of business. Johnston City at home, 44-6 over Hamilton County, and then you had Carterville knocking off Massac 50-7. Elsewhere, clinching a postseason berth is DuQuoin. They win 48-13 over Anna Jonesboro, gets them to 6-1 on the season and an automatic berth into the postseason. Also, Flora in the Black Diamond, they are now 6-1 with a 28-20 victory over Fairfield. Those teams make it to 6 victories on the season. As does Cahokia, who wins the South 7 outright. They go undefeated in the South 7. They knock off Centralia. Thought it was a toss-up game. Cahokia put that to bed. 40-8, a victory there for the Comanches. Also in the South 7, non-con game for Marion. Good bounce back, as Aaron mentioned, 48-35. Mount Vernon in a non-conference, 62-6 over Granite City. Carbondale defeats Herrin on the road, 52-14. In the Ohio, Murphy, 40-21 over Harrisburg. As we mentioned, Carterville with a victory over Massac County. The Mississippi, other than the DuQuoin victory, we had Nashville 55-7 over Pinckneyville. Rounding out the Black Diamond, 54-7. Sesser beat Edwards County. That was back on Thursday. But Sesser now up to 5 wins, 1 away from an automatic postseason berth. And then you got CZR, 48-14 over Carmi. They are now 4-3, a couple years in a row without a victory, and a playoff push is right on the doorstep for the Bearcats, and they can taste it. One more win will get them playoff eligible. They can go 2-0. It's without a doubt they're in the postseason.
Yeah, Mike Root and the Bearcats, they are certainly showing a lot of improvement this season from last year. We saw them a little earlier this season against Sesser and Valier, obviously a very tough team there in that game, but that's one of their only 2 losses this season. Or, I'm sorry, you said 4-3 or 4-2 now? The Bearcats are
4-3.
4-3, one of their only 3 losses this season. But yeah, they're a team that has a lot to learn. But yeah, they've certainly firing on all cylinders this season compared to last year. Another game that we'll see in the Black Diamond later on this season in Week 9 is the Sesser Red Devils once again as they take on the Johnston City Indians. We'll have that game for you in Week 9. And then next week we will have the Benton Rangers once again as they take on the Pinckneyville Panthers, a team we have yet to see this season on the WFCN Game of the Week. That game coming to you next week on Friday here on WFCN News. Once in a while, we do get those Thursday and Saturday games once in a while during the football season, Garrett. And this weekend has been one of those weekends where we have a few oddballs this week, aside from Friday night football.
Yeah, it's a break from the routine. You get so used to playing on Friday at 7 o'clock. When you have a game on a Saturday, it feels special. You feel like you've got a real spotlight because there's a lot of other games are already done. So a lot more people, maybe even in the region, will say, hey, I'll go watch some Saturday football. And, elsewhere, I think El Dorado's got a game, but they're playing Red Hill. That could be a fun one.
Yeah.
But obviously all eyes are on it. I mean, they started 4-0, as you mentioned. And then they lost at Nashville big, and then they had a game last week that was really a toss-up between them and DuQuoin that went to overtime when the Indians got through and got a victory, and that's helped to get them into the postseason. And you really want to stop your losing streak if you're Frankfort, and it couldn't come against a better team if you're a Redbird fan than the Benton Rangers, and vice versa. You don't want this team, if you're the Benton Rangers, you don't want the Redbirds to be the first team to give you a loss. You've had a perfect season at this point in terms of victories. You'd hate to have a loss here at Johnston Field against your old rival, the Redbirds.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned there's a lot of eyes on this game, and there's already a lot of eyes on this game here. Benton certainly showing out on their sideline. West Frankfort fans filing in tonight or today as well. So definitely a good game, I'd say, in the books for us today or coming up. We're going to have a full preview of today's game coming up right after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching the pregame show here on the WFCN Game of the Week.
Oasis Power Sports Marion, Illinois is your #1 stop for power sports. Oasis has a huge selection of ATVs, watercrafts, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more from all major manufacturers on the lot now. ATVs starting at $16.99, motorcycles starting at $21.98, and side-by-sides starting at $77.99. Financing, get 0 down with approved credit for up to 84 months. Oasis Power Sports in Marion, Illinois. Online at oasispowersports.world.
I'm excited to represent Southern Illinois when playing basketball for SIU, and it's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to Banterra Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can check my accounts, make payments, and more, all on my time. Plus, they offer a Saluki Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics.
That was an easy win for me.
Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Oasis Power Sports Marion, Illinois is your #1 stop for power sports. Oasis has a huge selection of ATVs, watercrafts, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more from all major manufacturers on the lot now. ATVs starting at $16.99, motorcycles starting at $21.98, and side-by-sides starting at $77.99. Financing, get zero down with approved credit for up to 84 months. Oasis Power Sports in Marion, Illinois. Online at oasispowersports.world.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
Your dream wedding gown awaits at Blush and Ivory Bridal, the most recommended bridal boutique in Southern Illinois. At Blush and Ivory, you won't be lost in the crowd. With every private appointment, the entire boutique is yours. Just you, your loved ones, and your personal stylist. Together, you'll discover a curated selection of gowns, veils, and accessories to create the bridal look you've always imagined. And say yes to the dress that brings out the bride in you. Schedule your private appointment today at Blush and Ivory Bridal, 307 North Market Street in Marion. Call 618-982-926.
Hi, I'm Tyler Young with the Print Shop here in Marion. We're on the square. We just got done doing some perforated vinyl here at Swinford Publications. So this is the vinyl that you can see out, but people can't see in, and it gives a nice little look and feel to a number of different kinds of businesses. So come see us at the Print Shop. We're at 1112 North Carbon, next to AutoZone behind Hardee's.
Once upon a time, there was an angry man with a few sprigs of golden hair. They called him Tony No-Locks. Tony No-Locks wanted to find the perfect pre-owned motorcycle that was just right. So off he went to visit Black Diamond Harley-Davidson. So Tony No-Locks jumped on a pre-owned Road Glide at a great price. Ah, this is just right, he exclaimed. Find what is just right for you and your family at Black Diamond Harley-Davidson.
Welcome back to Johnston Field here in West Frankfort. This is the WFCN Game of the Week. We are here as the Redbirds will be taking on the Benton Rangers, the undefeated Rangers looking to add to their undefeated season, making it 7-0 with a win today. The Redbirds, on the other hand, looking to stop the Rangers in their tracks and give them their first loss of the season. This is a game that has a lot of attention across the region as the Redbirds have shown pretty good showing so far this season. They are 4-2 on the season. Their last two losses coming by way of point last week. We are into the pregame show. I'm Aaron Price, once again joined alongside Garrett Smith, and we've had a lot of games that we've seen so far this season, but so far we've seen these two teams already. We saw the West Frankfort Redbirds as they played the Herrin Tigers earlier this season. West Frankfort Redbirds winning that game by a mile against a very young Tigers team, a team that's still learning. And then we also saw the Benton Rangers earlier this season as they took on the Murfreesboro Red Devils. And man, the Rangers definitely put up showing against the Red Devils in that game. We'll go ahead and show you some highlights from both of those games. Again, these were earlier this year. Some highlights from the West Frankfort and Herrin game. We're going to work on getting those up to you in one moment. Here we go. Again, that is the West Frankfort and Herrin game we saw over at the Harrison Bruce Athletic Complex earlier this year. The Redbirds facing off against the Tigers, and the Tigers early in that game they showed a lot of great plays on offense. But, man, the Redbirds, as soon as changed over to the second quarter, and especially the second half, really started firing on all cylinders, and they took that game by a mile over the Herrin Tigers. So we'll hopefully see how much offense that we'll hopefully be able to see some of that offense in today's game, Garrett.
Yeah, West Frankfort and Benton, both really good offenses. And, up until when both teams were 4-0, Aaron, a lot of people don't realize this. Frankfort had actually scored more points than Benton.
Mm-hmm.
And you talked about how many points Benton had scored, and then you look at the schedule, and through 4 weeks of play, the Redbirds had more points. So certainly a couple of really good offenses. I think it's going to come down to the defense of the Redbirds. What can they do? Because Benton has proven they have a really good defense. We'll see what the Redbirds have defensively against a tall task and a good team offensively. That's the big question mark on this game is you expect the offenses to be good. You expect Benton's defense to be good. Frankfurt's defense has to be good to keep this a good ball game, and I think we'll see pretty quickly how they're going to stand up against Benton and their offense.
And let's talk a little bit more about Benton and their offense. We saw them earlier this season against the Murfreesboro Red Devils at Murfreesboro, and Kobe Calley, he had quite a game. If I recall correctly, Garrett, he had several touchdowns for the Rangers. There's another one right there in that game, and man, he put up a very impressive performance for the Rangers. So we'll see what he can do here tonight. Benton Rangers certainly dealing with, I believe, some minor injuries last week. So we'll see if that will impact them at all tonight. I'm not sure exactly where they are when it comes to injury status tonight. I believe that there was a very minor injury from their quarterback, Drake Porter. I'm sure that nothing major, but we'll see if they play him or how much they play him tonight, or today, I should say, at West Frankfort. Garrett, talk about some of the other key players for the Benton offense as well.
Well, I mean, they got the big. Obviously, you mentioned Drake Porter. You said he's been dealing with a minor injury, but
yeah.
You talk about Riley Spencer, Nolan Schaefer. You said Colby Calley in there. The one I really like is, if I can find him on here. I can't find him right now. I'm not sure. Is it Hammonds, their kicker?
Yeah.
He's an X factor for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the fact that you could go to him in a close ball game where you don't even have to punch it in for a touchdown, and you maybe get 3 points, and that's something Frankfort could have used last week. They didn't have that guy to go to on the special teams unit. They've got guys on both sides of the ball. They got guys that play both sides of the ball. Benton just has a really good, talented roster. They might have the deepest roster in Southern Illinois. Really impressive. I've really enjoyed watching them play because the way they go about their business, it seems like they're, each guy has a goal, has their own job. Go out there and do it. You do it to the best of your ability. You succeed at your own job. Majority of your guys do it as a team, and you're going to win the ball game.
Well, and Benton physically is a big team too. I mean, they can power through.
That doesn't hurt, does it?
No, it doesn't at all. And against other teams, really any team across the area, that's a big factor for the Benton Rangers, who have taken the field here at Johnston Field, awaiting, and they're taking the field right now, awaiting the West Frankfort Redbirds to take the field here. Again, this is the WFCN game of the week from West Frankfort. Benton Rangers and West Frankfort Redbirds meeting for their annual contest this year here at Johnston Field. We'll have a few more highlights from previous games, then we'll also talk a little bit more about tonight's game. You're watching the pregame show on the WFCN game of the week.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Welcome you back. The coaches at Crown Brew getting coffee.
Hi Wildcat fans, I'm Brad Poole, president of the Watermark Auto Group. I invite you to come experience the fastest, friendliest, and fairest car buying in our little corner of the world. Our friendly sales representatives will provide you in writing with our best price, trade value, monthly payments, all within minutes of your request. No pressure, no hurdles, no tricks, and no surprises. Experience the Watermark difference for yourself at Watermark Ford Hyundai or Watermark Nissan of Marion. Fast, friendly, fair. That's Watermark.
Welcome back to the WFCN News Game of the Week here from Johnston Field. The West Frankfort Redbirds taking the field on their home turf as they look to improve to 5-2 on the season with a win today over the Benton Rangers, but it's going to be a tough win if they get it. The Benton Rangers undefeated this season. We are going to take another very short break for the national anthem, and we'll be back with more pregame coverage as we count down the kickoff here on the pregame show. You're watching the WFCN Game of the Week.
Once upon a time, there was an angry man with a few sprigs of golden hair. They called him Tony No Locks. Tony No Locks wanted to find the perfect pre-owned motorcycle that was just right. So off he went to visit Black Diamond Harley Davidson. So Tony No Locks jumped on a pre-owned Road Glide at a great price. Ah, this is just right, he exclaimed. Find what is just right for you and your family at Black Diamond Harley Davidson.
Welcome to Wit Wisdom, located at 202 North Market in downtown Marion, Illinois. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. Stop in and check out our spirit wear, custom tees, embroidery services, and more, all in a historical boutique setting. Check us out anytime online at www.witandwisdomstore.com.
I'm excited to represent Southern Illinois when playing basketball for SIU, and it's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to Banterra Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can check my accounts, make payments, and more, all on my time. Plus, they offer a Saluki Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics.
That was an easy win for me.
Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Fall is the best time to get a new roof. It's not cold and wet like winter, and it's not hot and wet like summer. And you know what that means. It's time to call Integrity Roofing to make sure your roof is ready for another long winter. Right now at Integrity Roofing, you can get a new roof for as low as $99 per month. For confidence and peace of mind, call Integrity the first time.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school, but we're also here for the adults. After high school, I went to my local community college, and after my first semester, realized that I wasn't quite ready to go to college. And I went back to work in construction for roughly about 15 years. And at the same time, I took classes at community college. It's this idea that you can go back to school at any time for anything, and that's what a community college does for you. That's what John A. Logan does for you.
Welcome back to West Frankfort and welcome back to the WFC News Game of the Week. I'm Aaron Price, once again joined alongside Garrett Smith, and we are here as the West Frankfort Redbirds take on the Benton Rangers at home here at Johnston Field on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Garrett, if there's one thing we cannot complain about at all this season, all the way through so far, it's been the weather.
Knock on wood, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we've had some great weather to this point. I think we're going to keep, you know better than I, but I think the warm weather's sticking around a little bit longer, and today is a beautiful day. I think it's going to warm up a little bit actually next week, but I'm not going to complain. I mean, I'd rather have the warmth than when it really cools off. And yeah, today's perfect. But it seems like these two programs play each other in so many meaningful games. They played a few weeks or maybe like a week ago or a couple weeks ago for regional titles at the junior high level in both baseball and softball, and now they're playing here in marquee matchup on a Saturday. And it just seems like they always find a way to face each other, and they always have games that have so much meaning to them, and in terms of the season. And we've got another one right here.
Yeah, absolutely. These teams never disappoint. And we talked a little bit about the coaching staff on both teams, both experienced coaches on both ends of the sideline today. Brian Ivory, head coach of the West Frankfort Redbirds, he's been coach for years now of the Redbirds and looking so far at having a winning season this year. On the other sideline, Justin Groves, man, what a coach. He's led the Rangers to playoff appearances already, and they're looking to do that once again this year. And the Rangers at this point, they're looking to go 9-0 this season. That's their goal, not just making it to the playoffs, but going 9-0 is a feat for any team, Garrett.
Sure, 9-0, sure, but you can't be 9-0 unless you're 1-0 this week.
Right.
So you got to win this week, and
That's
you
right.
take it one game at a time. Benton knows that. They got the task at hand. You can't look. You can't have television. Can't look forward past this week.
Right.
I think they're prepped. I think they're ready to go. I think the Redbirds are in the same boat. I think they're both a couple of teams that you circle this game at the beginning of the season every year, and it's finally here.
Yeah, absolutely. West Frankfort Redbirds being introduced on the field. Got about 2-3 minutes before this game kicks off. We're into week 7. We've already seen most of week 7 action this week, but going into week 8, we talk about how deep into the season each game matters. But, we already have the teams like Carterville, DeCoin, Benton. They've already clinched their spot in the playoffs. But really, this point in the season is really when it comes to teams like, teams that have 4-3, 4-2 records. Every win matters at this point in the season for them. So the Redbirds are one of those teams where a win this week would be big. I mean, you're not completely out of it if you lose this week. You still have 2 more games to play, but a win this week would certainly be big for them on becoming playoff eligible this season, Garrett.
Yeah, I don't think there's any debate. I don't think there's any question. West Frankfurt's going to make the postseason. It's just a matter of when they clinch. Last year they got in with 5 wins. It looks like 5 wins will be enough again this year. They just need 1 more. I think they actually get more than that. Now, how much more than that, we'll see. Will they get 2 more wins or will they get 3 more wins? And if they could win 3 more, they'd really love it and get to 7-2. And then you get into that discussion for having a home playoff game and all that. But you got 1 game at a time, both sides. Same on Benton's side. Yeah, they've already clinched, but you don't want to stop at 6. You take it 1 game at a time. You beat West Frankfort today, get to 7, keep tacking on wins, get you a higher seed. The higher the seed, the better your draw is going down the road in that path to normal going to the state tournament or state final.
Yeah, absolutely. About 1 minute to kick off. Once again, if you're just joining us, I'm Aaron Price, joined alongside Garrett Smith. This is the WFCN Game of the Week. Getting ready for kickoff. The Benton Rangers looking to continue their undefeated season. West Frankfort Redbirds looking to stop them in their tracks. We'll see what happens today here at Johnston Field. Great crowd on both ends for today's matchup. All the Benton fans, well, they didn't have to travel far, did they, Garrett?
No, they traveled in bunches. Man, oh, man. They are all over the place. Seen a lot of maroon. I've seen a lot of red, as expected. You're in your hometown on your Saturday day game, but credit to them Rangers. They brought their people again, and they're ready for a good ball game.
Absolutely.
I think the first half means more to West Frankfort here today, Aaron. The reason I say that is I think Benton has proven that they can beat just about anybody. West Frankfort had a couple hiccups. And, you look past the DuQuoin one, that's one they easily could have won. Some would say they should have won. That's a moot point. But the Nashville game, that's the one that gives, has people skeptical about West Frankfort. Going on the road, undefeated at the time, and you don't score till late in the game, and you get beat pretty badly in that ball game. People are hesitant on calling Frankfort a true team. Today's a good opportunity against potentially the best team in Southern Illinois, at least the top 3 or 4 team for sure.
Well, Garrett, you mentioned the Nashville Hornets. I mean, our game of the week last year, late in the season, was the Redbirds and the Hornets here at home. And they put up a fight in that game. The Redbirds did. They lost. But I think that's something they're going to have to do today, certainly with the Rangers as well. They're going to receive the ball to begin today's contest.
That's Shoup returning for West Frankfort, and he gets dropped out at about his own 30-yard line. That's where Frankfort will set up shop. 7 seconds in to action from Johnston Field in West Frankfort. I'll give out a quick key to the game, Aaron, if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely.
And normally I give one for each side, but today I'm just going to go really simple. I'm going to say it's one key for both teams because these teams are so alike, yet so different at the same time. But I'll just go with one word. I'll go with fight. I think the team that plays harder, cares more, puts more prep into each play, is going to win this game. So which team can grind out the tough plays and get the 50-50 plays is going to win this game. Handoff, good gain on the sweep. That's Samples. He was close, and they will say a first down. Approaching the Redbird 45-yard line.
A good start so far for the Redbirds. Another first down, just shy of the 45-yard line, and taking a few seconds to draw up their next play here. And here's the snap. Hands off, and that'll be a gain of just a couple yards.
Yeah, Samples got tripped up. They're going to give him just 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9. A 1 yard gain. It's a 2nd and long for West Frankfort. Lucas Parker, Frankfurt starting quarterback. He'll get the snap, drop back, look to throw down the right sideline. Has a receiver, and it's incomplete. That was Hefner down the right sideline, looking for the completion. 3rd and 9, 3rd and long for West Frankfort.
All set up right on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and you feel like a Frankfurt pass is coming here.
Yeah, you would assume.
You're in a pass down. Frankfurt isn't exactly a go with the grain type of team, so they might not, but dropping back, pass, Hefner. Looked like he might have been picked off. Error.
No, he got it.
Hefner gets it back. Oh, it was a wrestle. It was a 50-50 ball.
Yep.
And Hefner wrestles it away from the defender. Looked like it went into the defender's hands first. I think he did have it.
Yeah.
But it's a fight for the football, and we mentioned it. Fight. What team's going to fight more?
It worked out for the Redbirds there on that one, though. First down on the 45-yard line. Their own end zone. 10-16 to go here in the first quarter. Yeah, sometimes you just got to be gutsy, but it worked out there for the Redbirds. It was close, but it worked. Here's the snap, and there's a whistle on the field flag. Some laundry on the field. That'll be a penalty against the Redbirds. Moving back to the 50-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15 now. Same thing tonight, or today, Garrett. You got to limit the mistakes, limit the penalties on both sides, and they never help you. Quarterback keeper, and that should be.
He's going to get a couple.
Yeah.
Going to be second at about 12.
Yep. Will be set up around the 47-yard line. Second and 12 now for the Redbirds. And like you said, Garrett, the Redbirds would love to get on the board first as much as possible in this game, because you know the Rangers are going to score. That's not a question. Long throw over the head.
Overthrow on the left sideline. Frankfort's taking some shots, but that was intended for Parker Allen. But well out of the reach that time, and another 3rd and long coming up for West Frankfort.
Now, you know the Rangers are going to score. There's no question there. It's just a matter of what your defense can do.
Well,
so we'll see.
I think you got to get your run game established if you're West Frankfort. You know, they relied on throwing the ball a few times, and it's worked out, once in there. But the sweep action on the first play looked good, but now you're into a throwing down yet again. Parker Allen gets smoked, launches it up, and it's incomplete. Fourth down. Benton forces an incompletion, and the Rangers will get the ball for the first time on this Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, Lucas Parker
took a big hit that time.
Huge. So the Redbirds are going to punt this away. Kobe, I think that was Kobe.
He'll return it, go out near the Ranger bench. We'll see where they spot it.
Be about the 32-yard line, so that's where the Rangers will take over 1st and 10. 8:44 to go here in the first quarter.
Drake Porter, shotgun with backs both sides. Handoff, not a whole lot. Spencer, maybe a yard. The Rangers trying to establish their run game, open up the passing.
Second and 9 for the Rangers. Here's the snap. Looking for a man, passes it to Calais.
He gets hit at the 35. Flag comes in behind the play. Indication is that it's a hold against Benton Rangers.
And it will be against the Rangers, so that'll be a loss on Benton, moving him back to, it's hard to tell on this field, Garrett. Like you said, it's not as bright as other fields.
That's the 24.
Yeah.
8 minutes remaining in quarter one. It's officially 2nd and 17.
And here's the snap. Looking for a man. Big toss. Over the head.
I mean, both teams taking some deep shots early in this ball game.
Yeah.
Trying to make something happen.
So that'll force 3rd and long for the Rangers.
Yeah, 3rd and 17. You take another deep shot here, you might draw a penalty and get an automatic first, or you can maybe hook up with one of your receivers. You've had a lot of success this year if you're the Benton Rangers at doing that anyway. So we'll see what they got. Dropping back, dump off to Spencer. He's got a lot. He's got a first down and more. Holy smoke, Spencer knocked out. He picks up 17 and then some. First down, Benton Rangers.
Riley Spencer on the big 17-yard gain for the Rangers. First and 10 Rangers now from the 48-yard line. Here's the snap. Porter tosses it.
Knocked out, maybe a gain of 1. Right around the original line.
Tossed it to Keegan Brown.
Actually looks like he might have lost a yard that time.
Yeah, he went out pretty quick. Just around a yard.
Yeah, I think he lost a yard there. Second in, a long 10. Handoff, Spencer dropped immediately.
Man. What a tackle from Taylor Fox. He brought him down quick. Looks like we do have some laundry on the field on that play.
Personal foul against West Frankfort. That's a 15-yarder. New set of downs for the Rangers.
Here's the snap.
Rolling right, throwing deep. Has some receivers, or has one receiver. That's Callahan. It's broken up by a couple of Redbirds. Good coverage in the secondary. 2nd and 10 for Benton. 7:05 to go in quarter 1.
So 2nd down for the Rangers from their own 30-yard line. Here's the snap. He's going to keep it himself.
Pickup of a couple. Another 3rd and long coming thus far. Benton's been able to capitalize. Can they do it again?
It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Rangers. .28-yard line. Here's
Porter.
the snap.
Looking to the right, has his man. It's caught and forced out of bounds. That's a first down as he hit his receiver, Walters.
Player down on the field, and an official's timeout is called. We'll take a brief timeout as well. You're watching the WFCN game of the
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress knows your sleep is important. That's why our mattress studio is one of the largest in the area. We've got Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and more. Tempur-Pedic mattresses start as low as $28 a month with up to 6 years interest-free financing. And Queen mattresses start at just $179. Plus, enjoy the comfort of our 90-day sleep guarantee and same-day delivery. And now, no credit needed.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress.
Hey, this is Michael Anderson, owner of Anderson Boys Trash Service. We are locally owned and operated. We are reliable and affordable. Weekly trash service. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I appreciate you, and my family appreciate the business.
Now serving residential and commercial properties with roll-off dumpster rentals available. Call 618-925-1215 or find us on Facebook at Anderson Boys Trash Service.
Welcome back to the WFCN News Game of the Week. Injured player is number 10, Nick Hefner for the Redbirds. We're back in action now. Rangers on the 20-yard line. That's where it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, the Rangers have been able to convert on third downs. Here's Riley Spencer, his best carry of the day, and it's not for a whole bunch, but it's better than 1 or 2 yards. So he'll get out there, gain of, I think they got him for a 3-yard gain.
Mm-hmm.
17-yard line is where Benton is at. First time they're in the red zone. Converted on, I believe, 3 third downs already.
5:50 to go in this first quarter.
Porter rolling left. And is he going to get rid of it? No, he's dropped down.
No, again, that's his Taylor Fox on the tackle for the Redbirds.
Porter could not get out of there, and he had no one downfield to just heave it towards to at least save a few yards.
That'll be a loss of about 7 yards for 3rd and 17 once again for the Rangers. Stop would be big here for the Redbirds, but the Rangers in the red zone, they are threatening. 27-yard line, here's the snap. Looking for a man, nearly brought down again, still on his feet. He's still on his feet. That'll be enough for the first down, and he's finally brought down past the 10-yard line. Redbirds almost got another sack there, but he stayed on his feet.
You got to take a good path to the quarterback. You can't take a sharp line drive towards him or else he's going to get around you, and that's exactly what Drake Porter did there. 1st and goal for the Benton Rangers at the 7-yard line. Another third down conversion for Benton, and another one that was well beyond the original line to gain.
He's going to keep it himself again.
He's in.
That's a touchdown for the Benton Rangers on the quarterback keeper, Drake Porter, pulling it in, and it's a 6-0 Ranger lead. Four minutes, 42 seconds to go in this first quarter. It took them a little while, but the Benton Rangers now on the board, 6-0, and setting up for the 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Porter keeping it so far, tosses it out, and that's out of bounds. So no good. Rangers 6, Redbirds 0. We'll have the rest of the first quarter coming up right after the break. You're watching the WFCN Game of the Week.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress knows your sleep is important. That's why our mattress studio is one of the largest in the area. We've got Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and more. Tempur-Pedic mattresses start as low as $28 a month with up to 6 years interest-free financing. And Queen mattresses start at just $179. Plus, enjoy the comfort of our 90-day sleep guarantee and same-day delivery. And now, no credit needed.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress.
I'm excited to represent Southern Illinois when playing basketball for SIU. and it's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to Banterra Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can check my accounts, make payments, and more, all on my time. Plus, they offer a SIU Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics.
That was an easy win for me.
Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
Welcome back to the WFC News Game of the Week. I'm Aaron Price, joined alongside Garrett Smith. The Benton Rangers getting on the board first with 4 minutes to go here in this first quarter. They lead the Redbirds 6-0 and had a failed two-point conversion, so that's where we stand as of right now.
I really don't understand that conversion try. You know, I don't mind you going for it. I didn't really like the fade. And it looks like it's an onside kick recovered by the Benton Rangers. A sneak attack attempt, and they get the ball right back. Benton will keep the football, and how about that?
So the Benton Rangers get the ball back on the 48-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st and 10, looking to add to their total quickly. Here's the snap. Porter looking for a man. He's keeping it himself. Big toss. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Keegan Brown. Like one of the Redbirds was able to get a hand on that ball. And
he lofted that one too high because he had Brown with plenty of space. Just got it up in the wind, and it kept it up there, and it allowed Frankfort DBs to catch up to him and cause an incompletion. 2nd down and 10 for the Rangers.
So here they go, going to try it again. Porter keeps it himself, still on his feet. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
And move the chains again. That's why I mentioned I'm not sure why they threw a fade to the end zone on their two-pointer. Design some type of QB option play, and you're probably getting those 2 points down there because Drake Porter's had no issues running the football.
Yeah, it's kind of a odd decision there, especially this early in the game. You think you just go for the.
No, I'm fine with the 2-pointer. I just think the pass was kind of silly. Teams like to go for 2 in high school. I think a QB option play would have easily gotten him to 2 the way it's been going. I think 2 or 3 yards would have been hard to cover at all.
That'll be a loss of a couple yards on that play as they're brought down quick. 2nd and around 12, 13 yards now for the Rangers. Here's the snap. Looking for a man, still on his feet, tosses it out. Interception! That's number 22.
No, that's Quentin Osborne with the pick.
Yep. Interception, Quentin Osborne. And, the game of football, Garrett, just like that, the Redbirds have the ball back. So back and forth here with 3:42 still to go in the first quarter.
Drake Porter just trying to do a little too much,
Yeah.
You don't need a whole big chunk there. You've been able to.
Make up for that onside kick that they did.
1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Redbirds. Here's the snap. Parker hands it off. Won't be again for much.
2nd and 8.
2nd down and about 8 yards to go for the Redbirds.
Rich, did you bring C or C charge? Did you charge my phone for a little while?
Redbirds set up shop looking to
get on the board here as they've allowed one Ranger touchdown so far in this game. Looking for a man, huge toss. Interception by Callon. Hey! Once again, 100% Rangers football here. That's first quarter, Darren.
Then we got a guy coming after the play. It looks like some yardage to their
I know they
movement towards the end zone. They get the ball right back.
Get better offset.
Both sides have been just going with these long throws. And
it looks like we have offsetting penalties. It's a personal foul.
Well, the Turkey Day game. I know that, but we call it the Turkey Day game. If it's Rangers against Redbirds, it's going to be
for the Rangers. Kind of back and forth with 2:57 to go. First and 10 on the 50-yard line for the Rangers. There's the snap. Hands it off.
Spencer in the space. He's got a first down. To the 35.
Why don't they just, resort to the run game? That's what they did right there.
Redbirds keep chopping down
Gain is first and 10 once again for the Rangers on the 35.
It's not even resorting to it, it's establishing it. And once you do that, then it's going to open up the passing game for Drake Porter. He's going to have receivers open, but whenever you just fall back and you're looking downfield all the time, obviously the secondary is going to be there to cover. But if you can get something going with Riley Spencer and yourself and Drake Porter with quarterback keepers, you're really going to free up the offense. Passing the traffic in and would-be receivers.
Trying to do sign language about it is not reading.
Second and 10.
Special shout out to my brother-in-law, John Howard, watching from Marion today. Hi, John. How are you, John? We're having a beautiful Saturday in Marion, John. Hope you're cheering for the Redbirds, John. Wildcats had a big victory last night. Yeah, they did. Porter hands it off up the middle to number 3.
Several yards.
Rivers,
about 6. Excuse me, third and 4.
Third and 5.
Third meeting,
29 yards.
Down, 5 yards to go. Another third down opportunity. Frankfort to get a stop. At this point, they really haven't done it. They really need one here.
Porter in shotgun. Hands the ball off. Backfield.
That's number 57. Who's number 57?
And a 2-yard loss. Make that a 3-yard loss for the Rangers. Now 4th and
this game,
right,
especially against an offense as powerful as the Big Rangers has been this season, they're going to go for it. First quarter,
a lot of action in just one quarter. They finally didn't bite the quarterback keeper.
Unless you want Hunter to sit here.
An option for the quarter kept it. Rangers didn't bite that time, and they were able to stop the short of the line again.
It's coming up in a little while. I just want to be prepared for it. The Redbirds take over here at the, where are we at there, folks? Looks like they're about 34, 35. No, 29. It says it up there on the big board.
1 minute to go in this first quarter.
It's not offsides. It's a Redbirds
tripping over themselves.
It's the Redbirds getting in their own way again. Like, you clean up those things, the Redbirds don't lose last week. And you know what I mean? I hate to see them do that.
First down, 15.
Button it up. First down now and 15, coach. Congratulations on the
Lucas Parker was able to avoid one, but not the other.
Lucas Parker brought down.
The Rangers broken him there and a sack.
Working on some audio issues here. Hopefully you guys can hear us okay.
However you want to take it.
Isn't he number one quarterback in the state?
Looks like we've got some sort of
Pretty good. He had 400 yards last night.
audio issue here.
That Callahan Roper, he first Marion Wildcat to ever surpass the 40-yard mark of Logan.
Call Drew, tell him to come up here with my back.
5 seconds on the clock. 20 clock.
Timeout West Frankfort. That's not just any.
So there's a timeout for the West Frankfort Redbirds. We'll take one as well, sort out our audio issues here, and we'll be right back.
The teachers are understanding.
All our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on. They want to see us succeed.
There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful.
I've felt completely at home from the first day.
Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
The teachers are really good. They're understanding.
All our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on. They want to see us succeed.
There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful.
I've felt completely at home from the first day.
Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
All right, we are back now here from Johnston Field. Hopefully you can hear us okay now. We were working on some of those audio issues. Looks like we've got it solved for the time being. Redbirds with the ball, passing it, and that'll be a gain for the Redbirds, but they still got a long way to go. It's third down. And the clock is going to tick down to the end of the first quarter here. Redbirds with the football, third down and long. Into the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the WFCN News Game of the Week.
Hey, this is Michael Anderson, owner of Anderson Boys Trash Service. We are locally owned and operated. We are reliable and affordable. Weekly trash service. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I appreciate you, and my family appreciate the business.
Now serving residential and commercial properties with roll-off dumpster rentals available. Call 618-925-1215 or find us on Facebook at Anderson Boys Trash Service.
Once upon a time, there was an angry man with a few sprigs of golden hair. They called him Tony No Locks. Tony No Locks wanted to find the perfect pre-owned motorcycle that was just right. So off he went to visit Black Diamond Harley Davidson. So Tony No Locks jumped on a pre-owned Road Glide at a great price. Ah, this is just right, he exclaimed. Find what is just right for you and your family at Black Diamond Harley Davidson.
Welcome back to the WFCN News Game of the Week. We're here at Johnston Field in West Frankfort, moving into the second quarter. I'm Aaron Price, lead reporter at WFCN, joined alongside Garrett Smith, providing play-by-play this season. And Garrett, it has been a very energetic first quarter on both ends of the ball. The score is 6-0 Rangers, but man, it feels like we've had so many possessions so far in this game, and we're not even playing the second quarter yet.
It's definitely been entertaining. It's the most entertaining first quarter we've seen all year. And surprising, the score is only 6-0 with all that, all the different stuff that's going on. But Frankfort's got the football now after a couple of turnovers back and forth, and they're looking to get on the board for the first time. Rangers lead at 6-0. Frankfort has it third and long
Yeah, but
at their own 23.
It's third and very long for the Redbirds, 16 yards, and here's the snap. Big throw out of reach. And that'll force a fourth down. Redbirds going to have to punt the ball away here.
I will say, Aaron, if Frankfort keeps getting forced into passing downs, which is third and long, they're in trouble. I mean, they've got to get something going on the ground. Can't rely on slinging it down the field. We've already seen you take a deep shot, bad things can happen. We saw an interception on a deep ball, and that one was actually a really good pass, but your odds of completing a deep ball is not the greatest, and this punt goes straight out of bounds.
So the Benton Rangers will take over on the punt that went out of bounds. It'll be right around the 44-yard line.
Yeah, really good starting position if you're the Benton Rangers. Take advantage of it.
Rangers set up, and here's the snap. We're looking for a guy, tosses it, completed to
Calli.
Yeah. Not enough for the first down, but it's close. So there is a penalty on the Rangers. It'll be an illegal shift, move them back to moving back quite a bit to the 46-yard line. Correction, 44-yard line. And there's an official's timeout. Moving them back even more.
Well, they didn't have it right originally.
No.
Should have been 5 yards from the original spot.
So that moves them back to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, first and 15.
Porter keeps it himself, and it'll be a gain of several yards. Up
2 or
to
3. And she'll be second and about 12. We'll call it second and 13. Rolling out Porter, looking downfield, has his man. Did he stay in bounds? He did. Third down coming. But a good chunk of the yards picked up that time from the Benton Rangers.
Keegan Brown. Porter to Brown on that last play. It'll be third and about 2 or 3 yards. Redbirds forcing yet another third down on the Rangers today, but this time more manageable. Porter keeps it himself, and he's brought down.
He's a touch short.
Yeah. Fourth down, and Garrett, if I'm the Benton Rangers here, I see no reason to not try to get something, just to run it up the gut.
Yeah, I mean, they might even try to get him to jump and not even have to run a play. You might see Frankfort jump and get the free 5 yards. But certainly going to go for it if Frankfort doesn't jump.
A little over 10 minutes to go in this first half. Here's the snap. Hands off. That'll be enough for the first down. He's tripped up. It's Riley Spencer, and that'll be a first down for the Rangers. That's all they needed. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Hands off to Spencer once again, still on his feet. And still on his feet. That's a touchdown for the Benton Rangers. Riley Spencer nearly brought down twice, but manages his way into the end zone. And the Benton Rangers adding to their total. It's 12-0 Rangers. They're going to set up for the extra point. It's like number 11, Xander Hammond's loose ball. Got an injured player on the field now following the play. Injured Redbird will be number 8, Lucas Parker. We're going to wait and see what the injury is. Parker, of course, the starting quarterback for the Redbirds. Garrett, what did you see there?
Well, I didn't see the play, but I know what Frankfort needs to do now. They got to really get their run game going, but can't get too predictable. You want to get the run going, but sprinkle in a few pass plays here with whoever they're going to go to, because obviously Lucas Parker needs to take a breather, and they need to evaluate what's going on there and make sure he's either good to go or ruled out. So we'll keep a status update on him. But obviously, it's a kid that's a tough kid that isn't going to say something's wrong unless he feels like he needs to take a breather, and he'll try to recover, recoup, and they'll check on him. But Frankfort's got to move forward. They don't pause for anything. The game marches on, and we'll see where they go to with QB2. But if you can run the ball a little bit, that'd be nice. A couple check down passes will keep them honest defensively. Still manageable if you're Frankfort's offense. You just got to be able to take care of the football.
$9:52 to go here in the first half. Redbirds back to receive the kick. And here's the kick.
Redbirds returning around the 10-yard line, working right side, knocked down at the 25 was Bennett. Might have gotten out to about the 30.
The Redbirds will take over right on the 30-yard line. First and 10 for the Redbirds. Here's the snap. Won't be a gain of much at all there on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, big drive here for Frankfort. Down 2 scores. You got to get one back here, and you got to get your offense in some sort of a rhythm, Aaron. And it's a team that's trying to fight through some adversity now without your starting quarterback, Lucas Parker, who's been so reliable and so important to this offense. And we've got a whistle. 2nd and 7. And we're ready to go. 9:14 to go first half. It is Samples in the backfield with a back. That's Patterson to his left. Now Samples gets it. Hands off. Patterson, he breaks free. He's got some yardage. He's close to a first down. 3rd and short for West Frankfort.
Starting QB Lucas Parker still being tended to on the sidelines here by the athletic trainer. Still waiting to see what exactly is up with that injury. Again, Chris Samples in at quarterback now for the Redbirds.
Aaron, and a lot of times this can really throw off an opposition. You know, this week Benton has prepped for Lucas Parker, and they've done all their practice and all their prep and all their scouting for Lucas Parker, and this is a totally different offense without him out there. It's something Frankfort, or rather Benton, hasn't really prepped for this week. So a lot of times something like this can really throw you off. It's almost like when in a baseball, you've got a starting pitcher that comes in, or he starts the ball game, and you might come out with an injury. You got all the guys in your lineup set. So it could be a blessing in disguise. Obviously, you don't wish an injury upon anyone, but for Frankfort to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, Samples brought down, but it will be enough for the first down. So it's 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Here's the snap. Samples keeps it himself.
Stuffed at the line. Right there at the line. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now for the Redbirds. Don't forget, we got the Johnny Logan College Why Would You Go Anywhere Else halftime show coming up at the half. 2nd down, Redbirds.
Pick up for Patterson.
Yeah. So 3rd and 5 now. 3rd and 4. Maybe even less than that. Looks to be about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 now for the Redbirds.
They've got it marked 3rd and 2. It ain't 2 yards. It's a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But I think Frankfort's in 2-down territory. I think they go for this if they don't get it, as long as they don't lose yards here. And it doesn't look like they got a whole lot, maybe a little bit, but it's going to bring up a 4th down, a big play coming.
Yeah, big decision for the Redbirds here. Definitely, they had a little bit more of a game than I thought they did on that. So, yeah, 4th down.
Yeah,
a
pretty good spot that time from the officials. If you're Frankfort, they got a good benefit that time. 4th and 1 with 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Timeout called on the field. Will be charged to the Redbirds. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching the WFCN Game of the Week here from Johnston Field in West Frankfort.
Welcome you back. The coaches at Crown Brew getting coffee.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard gives me a lot of opportunities. I have the ability to serve close to home, wherever that may be in the volunteer state. It also provides tuition benefits, making it possible to get the education I've always wanted. And since my service is part-time, I can pursue my dream job in the career field I choose. With part-time service in the Army National Guard, I really can have it all.
Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Welcome back to the WFCN News Game of the Week. Big stop for the Benton Rangers on that play.
Yeah, they marked him short. He did not get it. He did. It's going to be Benton football.
Rangers take over just shy of the 50-yard line once again. 5 minutes, 39 seconds left to go in this game, and they're going to set up right on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, a really
in this
good
half, I should say.
Really good stand again from the Benton Rangers. You know, they've allowed some yards in this ball game. They're just not allowed a breakthrough if you're West Frankfort, and they continue to keep them off the board. 12-0. Rangers take over with the football.
Here's the snap. Hands it off to Spencer. Flag on the field. See what the flag is on. Won't be a gain of much, maybe 2 yards or so. Penalty is going to be on the Rangers. Moving back to the 45-yard line. Here's the snap. Porter looking for a man. Big toss.
Underthrown. And it's intercepted. That's Jace Bennett. And he's wrapped around and thrown down, but Frankfort's going to get it back.
Interception for the Redbirds in a game that has went back and forth. It continues. These long tosses. 1st and 10 now. And they're going to set up.
Now we've got a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag on the field now. We'll see what this is about. Was it something on the tackle or something? I'm not sure.
I didn't see it, but I barely saw the flag. I saw him picking it up and discussing it.
I know it was a rough tackle from.
Well, that was. I mean, I don't think he got a horse collar or anything. I think he's all right, but
yeah,
it's going to be Frankfort ball regardless. The interception will stand.
Ball set up on the 30-yard line. Redbirds take over. 1st and 10. A little over 5 minutes to go in this first half.
Benton faithful getting awful rowdy, trying to back their defense yet again. Handoff up the gut. That's Samples. Picked up 2 yards, 2nd and 8. 4:55 to go, first half.
Benton Rangers, West Frankfort Redbirds bringing out quite a crowd this afternoon at Johnston Field. They're seeing a pretty good game so far. Rangers leading 12-0. Redbirds with the ball. That won't be a gain of much, if any. Might be a loss, Garrett.
No, he gained a yard. It's going to just bring up another 3rd down.
Yeah.
They actually give him 2 yards, 3rd and 6.
Redbirds set up for their next play, 3rd and 6 from the 34-yard line. Here's the snap.
Keeper and well short.
It's Peyton Allen.
Well, yeah, he's getting the bulk of the snaps as the QB now with no Lucas Parker, and it's 4th and about 4. And it looks like Frankfort's punt unit will come onto the field. 3:40 to go in the first half. And the Benton Rangers would love to bleed this time down and get one more score and go up 3 scores going into halftime, and then they get the football back in the start of the second.
Well, with the craziness we've seen in this game, we've seen possessions change quick, so we'll see what happens. Flag on the field, that'll be on the Redbirds.
Back them up 5 yards. Frankfort's still going to punt this football away. Nothing's changing there. It's just going to give Benton 5 free yards to return this thing. Moe gets it off. It was a pretty good punt. Picked up by Cali, and he's dropped immediately by Bennett.
So the Rangers will set up right around the 25-yard line or so.
Really good punt and really good punt coverage from Frankfort. You needed to flip the field. If you're not going to score, you at least need to punt it and pin them back a little bit. Didn't pin them back super deep, but you still got to make them go, 75 yards to get a score.
Three minutes, 4 seconds to go in the first half, and
they must have had something.
I'm just as confused as you are,
It
Garrett.
had to have been a roughing call in the backfield. That's had to have been what it was.
So it's Redbirds with the football.
I don't know how we didn't see it, but it had to have been a roughing the kicker. Peyton Allen's pass is completed to Quentin Osborne. He's got a first down. He gets hit hard. First down, West Frankfort, 2:45. So that changes things completely.
Yeah. Quentin Osborne being taken off the field now. See what's up with that. Carrying his right leg.
So Quentin Osborne's going to take a seat. He's going to try to catch his breath as he's shaken up on the play.
1st and 10 for the Redbirds, 2:35 to go. They'd love to get something here, and they need it. Here's the snap.
Allen heaving it downfield. It's underthrown and incomplete. Second and 10.
Second and 10 now for the Redbirds. They'll try it again. 12-0 Rangers, inching closer to halftime. Big throw through the hands, and it's incomplete.
3rd and 10.
So the Rangers force a third down once again on the Redbirds. It's 3rd and 10. Redbirds needing a big play here if they want to score in this half. Here's the snap.
He has a man and he's overthrown.
So that'll force a 4th down, and you would assume the.
Well, we'll see. I mean, you're across midfield, but your punt team will come on.
Yep.
And now you really got an opportunity to pin Benton back. And, there's been so many turnovers in this game. You pin them back, you maybe force another one, and you're set up close to getting a score if you're Frankfort. But if you're Benton, after having that roughing call, really big to have a quick 3 and out and get the football back and not allow Frankfort to take advantage. (12-0) our score, 2:10 to go. Moak's punt is low, and it'll be an all right punt. Ends up getting a favorable bounce. It will be inside the 15. Benton will take over at their own 13-yard line.
Another reminder to stick around for the John A. Logan College Why Would You Go Anywhere Else halftime show coming up at the half. We'll go over what we've seen so far in this game, go over some highlights, as well as recap some other scores. There will be a timeout on the field. We'll be right back. You're watching the WFCN Game of the Week.
I'm excited to represent Southern Illinois when playing basketball for SIU, and it's important to me to give back to this region. That's important to Banterra Bank also, and it's one of the reasons that I'm proud to be a customer. They support their communities, and with their mobile app, I can check my accounts, make payments, and more, all on my time. Plus, they offer a Saluki Visa debit card that supports SIU scholarships and athletics.
That was an easy win for me.
Banterra Bank, official partner of Saluki Athletics.
The teachers are really good. They're understanding.
All our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on. They want to see us succeed.
There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful. I've felt completely at home from the first day.
Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
Welcome back to the WFCN News Game of the Week. Here at Johnston Field, I'm Aaron Price, once again joined alongside Garrett Smith. Rangers with the lead 12-0 in this game as we are inching closer to halftime. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this first half. Rangers will take over following the Redbird punt. Take over from the 13-yard line. Here's the snap. Hands off to Spencer. Still on his feet. Brought down
as he crosses the 20-yard line. It's a good gain. It's going to gain around 7 or 8 yards. They'll give him an 8-yard gain. Ball placed at the 21. 1:40 to go in the first half. Benton
hands off to Spencer again. Past the 30.
Down. First of the drive for Benton, and they look to get going. If they can get some momentum, they're going to try to make a push and get one final score because they have guys that can have breakout plays.
Got a little over 1 minute to work with here. Hands off to Spencer again. It's worked so far. Why not? But he's tripped up past the 35-yard line.
And Benton's going to burn one. They want to stop it at 1:18. They burn their first timeout. 12-0 Rangers lead. And you want to be cautious if you're the Benton Rangers here, Aaron, because you'd like to push forward, but you don't want to force a play where you give the ball up. And
yeah,
But thus far, good start to the drive. You've already picked up good positive gains. You picked up a first down. You got 3 yards on that play. And now they got a chance to go over what they want to do and what they want to try to accomplish. Sideline's your friend here. You can use it and get out of bounds and stop the timer. And you've still got 2 timeouts. You don't want to burn them unless you get, in a situation where you need to. And then you've got a guy that can kick field goals. So if you can get into his range and add 3 points in there, get it to 15-0, I think you feel really good going into halftime intermission.
And we'll take a recap of some of what we've seen so far in this game from our sideline crew, Drew Smith and Quincy King on the sidelines for us this afternoon, getting us some replays and photos and everything in between. 1 minute, 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rangers looking to add to their total. Porter looking for a man, big toss.
Oh, he's wide open. He's got his man. Big first down, completion to the 35. Passes brought in by Keegan Brown. Big first down for the Rangers.
Huge first down. That was a huge throw. And yeah, like you said, Garrett, he was all alone over there. And Rangers 1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line.
It makes it a lot easier to get points on the board. Having a good field goal kicker and a lot of options offensively. This isn't going to help. Drop behind the line. Time was winding. Looks like Benton might use their second timeout. They will at 49 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's take a look now. We'll take a look at it during halftime as well, but just a few replays of what we've seen so far this game. Again, Benton leading 12-0, but their offenses look very decent throughout the game today, but Frankfort's defense, at least personally, has kind of exceeded my expectations in the game today. I mean, they have a quality defense, but man, Benton's offense is definitely a force to be reckoned with. Again, we want to thank Drew Smith and Quincy King on the sidelines for us this afternoon. Have a full recap during the Johnny Logan College halftime show and the Deaconess postgame show. There was that interception earlier from Calais. And Riley Spencer. That was the crazy touchdown there from Spencer. Is brought down nearly 3 times and finally made it into the end zone. So here we go.
49 seconds on the timer. 1 timeout for Benton. Porter's trying to pass towards the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Flag thrown. Benton Rangers from 36 yards out. We will see what the flag is. Oh, and it's coming back.
Looks to be
a big break for Frankfort. Interference.
Yep.
On Calais. That was Calais, right, in the corner?
Yep. Yes, it was.
That's who got called for the PI.
Yeah, that's a huge minus sign for the Rangers on that penalty. Still got 41 seconds to work with. We'll see what they can do. Porter with the snap, looking for a man, keeps it himself. Big throw.
Got a man again. That's Calais again. He's knocked down about the 25-yard line.
Benton, how many timeouts they have left?
1 left. Are they going to use it here on?
Looks like they are.
Yep.
27 seconds. This time we are going to take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching the WFCN Game of the Week.
Oasis Power Sports Marion, Illinois is your #1 stop for power sports. Oasis has a huge selection of ATVs, watercrafts, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more from all major manufacturers on the lot now. ATVs starting at $16.99, motorcycles starting at $21.98, and side-by-sides starting at $77.99. Financing, get 0 down with approved credit for up to 84 months. Oasis Power Sports in Marion, Illinois. Online at oasispowersports.world.
Hi, I'm Tyler Young with the Print Shop here in Marion. We're on the square. We just got done doing some perforated vinyl here at Swinford Publications. So this is the vinyl that you can see out, but people can't see in, and it gives a nice little look and feel to a number of different kinds of businesses. So come see us at the Print Shop. We're at 1112 North Carbon, next to AutoZone behind Hardee's.
Welcome back to the WFCN Game of the Week.
A lot of time coming off the clock, but we do have a flag in the backfield after Porter kept it. He got well down inside the 15, but it's going to be a flag against Benton and bring it back. But a lot of time came off the clock, so just 13 seconds left in the first half.
Seven seconds to go. Yep. One last play for the Rangers. Porter keeps it himself.
It's going to be a heave towards the end zone. Porter trying to buy time. He's got a couple of receivers. It's caught again, and we've got a flag again. Oh, they've got him marked short of a touchdown. We got to await the flag either way.
That was Coweye again.
12-0 will be our halftime score, Aaron Price. A whole lot of action there for nothing to get added onto the board.
It's been an entertaining first half despite what you see on the score. I mean, really, aside from the two Ranger touchdowns, we haven't seen too much scoring so far. We'll go over all we've seen in this game and also give you a recap of some of the other games we've seen so far this weekend. Maybe get an update from the El Dorado game that's going on. We got the Johnny Logan College Why Would You Go Anywhere Else halftime show coming up right after this. You're watching the WFCN Game of the Week from Johnston Field in West Frankfort.
Thanks for watching this live stream of Southern Illinois High School football on the WFCN News Game of the Week. The action is brought to you by Swinford Media and all of our sponsors. Watermark Auto Group, John A. Logan College, Black Diamond Family of Businesses, Illinois Army National Guard, Anderson Boys Trash Service, The Roofing Guys, Banterra Bank, First Southern Bank, SIU Credit Union, Anderson's Furniture, State Bank of Whittington, City of Herrin, City of Sesser, Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, Herrin Unit 4 Schools, Johnston City Unit 1 Schools, Wit Wisdom, The Print Shop, Blush and Ivory Bridal Boutique,
Hi Wildcat fans, I'm Brad Poole, president of the Watermark Auto Group. I invite you to come experience the fastest, friendliest, and fairest car buying in our little corner of the world. Our friendly sales representatives will provide you in writing with our best price, trade value, monthly payments, all within minutes of your request. No pressure, no hurdles, no tricks, and no surprises. Experience the Watermark difference for yourself at Watermark Ford Hyundai or Watermark Nissan of Marion. Fast, friendly, fair. That's Watermark.
Once upon a time, there was an angry man with a few sprigs of golden hair. They called him Tony No Locks. Tony No Locks wanted to find the perfect pre-owned motorcycle that was just right. So off he went to visit Black Diamond Harley Davidson. So Tony No Locks jumped on a pre-owned Road Glide at a great price. Ah, this is just right, he exclaimed. Find what is just right for you and your family at Black Diamond Harley Davidson.
The teachers are really good, they're understanding.
All of our faculty here teach from experience.
I love it. It's so hands-on. They want to see us succeed.
There's so many options, so many things they can choose from.
I wasn't just another statistic out there.
My advisors and my professors have been very helpful. I've felt completely at home from the first day.
Everyone has been so welcoming and helpful and encouraging. It's made it really easy. So I would for sure recommend John A.
Hi, I'm Tyler Young with the print shop here in Marion. We're on the square. We just got done doing some perforated vinyl here at Swinford Publications. So this is the vinyl that you can see out, but people can't see in, and it gives a nice little look and feel to a number of different kinds of businesses. So come see us at the print shop. We're at 1112 North Carbon, next to AutoZone behind Hardee's.
Your dream wedding gown awaits at Blush & Ivory Bridal, the most recommended bridal boutique in Southern Illinois. At Blush & Ivory, you won't be lost in the crowd. With every private appointment, the entire boutique is yours. Just you, your loved ones, and your personal stylist. Together, you'll discover a curated selection of gowns, veils, and accessories to create the bridal look you've always imagined. And say yes to the dress that brings out the bride in you. Schedule your private appointment today at Blush & Ivory Bridal, 307 North Market Street in Marion. Call 618-882-926.
Hey, this is Michael Anderson, owner of Anderson Boys Trash Service. We are locally owned and operated. We are reliable and affordable. Weekly trash service. I look forward to hearing from you soon. I appreciate you, and my family appreciate the business.
Now serving residential and commercial properties with roll-off dumpster rentals available. Call 618-925-1215 or find us on Facebook at Anderson Boys Trash Service.
Welcome to Wit Wisdom, located at 202 North Market in downtown Marion, Illinois. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5. Stop in and check out our spirit wear, custom tees, embroidery services, and more, all in a historical boutique setting. Check us out anytime online at www.witandwisdomstore.com.
Anderson's Furniture and Mattress knows your sleep is important. That's why our mattress studio is one of the largest in the area. We've got Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and more. Tempur-Pedic mattresses start as low as $28 a month with up to 6 years interest-free financing. And Queen mattresses start at just $179. Plus, enjoy the comfort of our 90-day sleep guarantee and same-day delivery. And now, no credit needed.